Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Shahid Raza, and in this video we are diving into one of the most common pain points developers face when using Jetpack Compose, losing UI state on configuration change. You might have used remember to store your variables, but suddenly after a configuration change everything resets. So today we are going to understand what remember and rememberSaveable do, how they are different, and when you should use each of them. So let's create a small composable here. We'll create one variable count, initially 0, and a button. On click of that button, we'll increase the counter by 1 and we will display the updated count on the button itself using a text. And we will call this counter button here and we will just run and check this. Okay, as you can see, I'm clicking on the button multiple times, but nothing is actually happening because the count variable here is just a normal local variable. It is not triggering the recomposition because it's not a part of the compose state system. And let's fix this by using remember mutable state of initially 0. Let's run this again. Okay. Okay, so now you can see every time we click the button, count plus plus triggers recomposition, and since the state is remembered, the updated count is displayed. Now let's rotate the screen. Okay, so as you can see, the count is again back to 0. Why? The reason is remember only survives decomposition, it does not survive configuration changes like screen rotation, because under the hood the activity is destroyed and recreated, and remember doesn't persist data across recreations. Let's fix this using rememberSaveable. Let's run this again. Click on the button multiple times and just rotate the screen again. Yeah. So what's the difference now? rememberSaveable not only remembers state across decomposition, but it also saves it using the saved instance state mechanism. So it's restored after the activity is recreated. So when to use what? So let's say if you have a short-lived UI state, example animation progress, etc. Use remember state that you should survive the rotation or other configuration changes. Use rememberSaveable. Or if you want to store custom types or data classes, you should use rememberSaveable plus saver. So how we can use that, let's see. Okay, so the rememberSaveable stores primitives like int, string, boolean. It works out of the box for that. But if you have a data class like this user and some parameters, properties, string, name, age, int, so this will require you to use a saver. So how you can use a saver? We'll create one user saver of type saver, which will take two things, user and bundle. It has two parameters. One is save. So how we will save this? Using a bundle key against the actual value. The other one is restore. The restore, we will just restore everything using the key which we created previously. It takes a default argument, default value. Okay, so now you have to use this saver. Let's create another composable for that. So profile, we will use where user by rememberSaveable and we will give this our saver. State saver is equal to user saver, and inside the remember savable we will just store it using the mutable state of user initial value, name and age. So this is how you will use it and store the custom objects. Alright, let's wrap it up with a quick summary. Use remember when you just want to survive the recomposition, not configuration changes. Use remember savable when you want your variable to survive both recomposition and configuration changes. Use saver when working with custom types. Prefer remember savable in view state like input values, counters, selected option, etc. So if you have ever wondered why your compose state kept resetting, this is probably the answer. If you found this helpful, drop a like and hit subscribe. I'll be covering more Jetpack Compose essentials like state hoisting, launch effect, and side effects in Compose in upcoming videos. Let me know in the comments what Compose topic confuses you the most. Thanks for watching. Happy coding.